Hi everyone, welcome to BioLearning. In this video, we are going to know about antibodies or immunoglobulins. So, antibodies are Y-shaped proteins which are made by plasma cells and they are produced by B cells of the immune system in response to the antigen. So, if any antigens enter into our body at that time, B cells will produce plasma cells and those plasma cells will release specific antibodies. And antibodies are also known as immunoglobulins. And next, antibodies recognizes pathogens or antigens. So it is a major function of the antibody is to recognize the pathogens or antigens. So antibody is the component of immune system which circulates in the blood and recognizes foreign substances like bacteria, viruses and etc. and also neutralizes them. So based on the mobility, antibodies are characterized as two types. They are circulating antibodies and surface antibodies. So what are antibodies means they are Y-shaped proteins which are made by plasma cells, and antibodies are also known as immunoglobulins and they are produced by B cells of the immune system in response to the antigen. So the main function of the antibody is to recognize the pathogens or antigens. An antibody is a component of the immune system which will circulate in the blood and also recognizes foreign substances like bacteria, viruses, etc. and also neutralizes those bacteria and viruses. So here based on the mobility, here antibodies are characterized into two types. They are circulating antibodies and surface antibodies. So now we will know about what are circulating antibodies and surface antibodies. Circulating antibodies are also known as free antibodies because these antibodies are present in the body fluids. That means here these antibodies will circulate throughout the body fluids like blood, lymphatic fluid and etc. And next, surface antibodies. So these antibodies are present on the surface of mature B cells as well as the memory cells. So circulating antibodies are also known as free antibodies because these antibodies will circulate throughout the body as these antibodies are present in the body fluids such as blood, lymph, etc. And next, surface antibodies. So these antibodies are present on the surface of the mature B cells and also on the memory cells. And then next, structure of antibody. So here the structure of antibody was proposed by Rodney Porter and it is appeared like a letter Y. And it has 4 polypeptide chains. Out of them 2 are known as heavy chains and remaining 2 are known as light chains. Hence, antibody is represented as H2L2. That means 2 heavy chains and 2 light chains. And these chains are linked by disulfide bonds. And one end of the antibody consists of fragment antigen binding or Fab end, whereas other end is known as fragment crystallizable or fragment cell binding or FC end. And here antigen binding sites are also known as paratope. So the structure of antibody was proposed by Rodney Porter and here it is appeared like a letter Y. An antibody consists of 4 polypeptide chains and out of these 4 polypeptide chains, 2 are known as heavy chains and remaining 2 are known as light chains. Hence this antibody is represented as H2L2. And these chains are linked by disulfide bonds. And one end of the antibody it consists of fragment antigen binding or Fab end, whereas other end of the antibody it consists of fragment crystallizable or fragment cell binding or FC end. So antigen binding sites are also known as paratope. So next, here it is a clear structure of antibody. This structure was proposed by Rodney Porter. So here we can see that there are 4 polypeptide chains. Out of these 4, 2 are heavy chains and remaining 2 are light chains. And these chains are linked by disulfide bonds. An antibody consists of 2 ends. One end it consists of antigen binding sites or Fab ends, which is also known as paratope, and another end is known as FC end, that is fragment crystallizable end or fragment cell binding end. So here these antigen binding sites or paratopes will bind to antigens, whereas this FC end will bind to cells. And then moving to next slide. So here, based on the structure of antibodies, they are characterized into 5 types, and they are IgA, IgD, IgE, IgG and IgM. So now we will discuss about these 5 types of antibodies. IgA antibodies. So these IgA antibodies are found in the mucosal areas like gut, respiratory tract and urinogenital tract, and also it is found in saliva, tears and breast milk, and it prevents colonization by pathogens. And here these IgA antibodies, it transfers from mother to newly born child from the breast milk of the mother. And also these IgA antibodies will give protection against pathogens. And next, IgD antibodies. And these IgD antibodies will activate basophils and mast cells to produce antimicrobial factors. That means these antibodies will activate some factors, and these factors will protect against harmful microbes. And here it mainly functions as an antigen receptor on B cells which are not exposed to antigens. That means here these antibodies are present on the cell membrane of the B cells and are not exposed to antigens, but these antibodies will bind to antigens. And next, IgE antibodies. And here these IgE antibodies will bind to allergens and triggers histamine, which is released from mast cells and basophils. So here, when any allergy causing particles if enters into our body, at that time these IgE antibodies will bind to those allergy particles, that is nothing but allergens, and then it will trigger histamine, which is released from mast cells and basophils, and this histamine will act against those allergens. And next, IgG antibodies. Here this IgG antibody, it is the only antibody which is capable of crossing the placenta to provide passive immunity to the fetus. So it is the only antibody which will cross from the placenta of the mother to the fetus to provide passive immunity to the fetus. And next, IgM antibodies. So it has a key role in the initial immune system defense for protecting the body. So these IgM antibodies are present in blood and lymph, and these IgM antibodies will recognize the new antigens which are entering into our body and fight against those antigens. So it is the initial immune system defense for protecting the body. And moving to next slide, here we can see the structures of all the 5 antibodies. So here, based on those structures only, these antibodies are monomeric or dimeric or pentameric. So here IgD, IgE and IgG are monomeric units, and IgA is dimeric, and IgM is a pentameric form of antibody. And by this we have completed the topic antibodies. And please do like, share and subscribe the channel.